Did you know the average American eats at McDonald's 55 times a year? That's like having Ronald McDonald as your personal chef for nearly 2 months straight. But before you grab your keys and head out for your next McMeal, there's something you need to know. Because what's really going on behind those golden arches? Well, let's just say, once you find out, you might think twice before taking another bite. So here's something weird. Last week, I found a McDonald's burger in my car, 3 weeks old. And the scary part? It looked exactly the same as the day I bought it. No mold, no weird smell, just sitting there, untouched by time. Meanwhile, if you leave a homemade burger out for just a few days, it turns into a full-blown science experiment. But the real question is, why do these burgers never go bad? Scientists have kept McDonald's burgers for years, and they still look brand new. In fact, there's a McDonald's burger in Iceland from 2009, sitting in a glass case, and guess what? It's still perfectly intact. It even has its own webcam. That burger is more famous than most influencers. So, what's really in this food? And if bacteria, the same bacteria that will eat through almost anything, won't even touch it, should we? Alright, so maybe you're thinking, okay, fine, the burgers are a science experiment. I'll just grab a salad instead. Yeah, about that. A McDonald's Southwest salad with crispy chicken and dressing has 730 calories. A Big Mac? 563 calories. Yep. You could literally eat a Big Mac and still consume fewer calories than the so-called healthy option. My friend Sarah once tried only eating McDonald's salads for a month to lose weight. The only thing that got lighter? Her wallet. And then there's the yogurt parfait. Looks innocent, right? Yogurt, berries, granola. It's got that whole fitness food vibe. Except, it has 22 grams of sugar. That's more than 2 Krispy Kreme glazed donuts. McDonald's basically took dessert, slapped a healthy label on it and called it breakfast. That's not marketing, that's straight up sorcery. But here's the genius behind all of this. McDonald's doesn't actually care if you order the salad. They just need to have it on the menu. Why? Because when one person in a group wants to eat healthy, McDonald's can say, look, we have salads. And suddenly the whole group ends up eating there. It's like putting a treadmill in a candy store. It's not there for you to use. It's there to make you feel better about buying the candy. Alright. Let's talk about the one thing everyone swears by McDonald's fries. Hot, crispy, addictive, but have you ever wondered why they never seem to rot? There's an actual McDonald's meal in an Icelandic museum, a burger and fries from 2009. And guess what? The fries still look brand new. No mold, no decay, just sitting there like some kind of ancient artifact. Want to test it yourself? Take a batch of homemade fries and a batch of McDonald's fries. Leave them out. In a week, the homemade fries will be covered in mold. The McDonald's fries? They'll look exactly the same. It's like they found the fountain of youth, but instead of sharing it with us, they gave it to potatoes. A food scientist once explained that real potatoes have moisture and nutrients, which means bacteria love them. But McDonald's fries? They're processed so much and loaded with so many preservatives that bacteria won't even touch them. These things are practically mummified before they even hit the fryer. And don't even get me started on the salt. A medium order of McDonald's fries has so much sodium, your doctor would probably faint just reading the nutrition facts. Maybe that's the real secret. If they preserve the fries, and we eat the fries, are they trying to preserve us too? We've all been there. It's 4 a.m., you're starving, and somehow a box of McNuggets feels like the answer to all of life's problems. But here's the real question. What are you actually eating? The ingredient list for McNuggets reads like a chemistry exam. One of the key ingredients? Dimethyl polysiloxane, the same stuff they use in silly putty. McDonald's says it's just an anti-foaming agent for the cooking oil. But let's be real, if you need to add anti-foaming chemicals to your chicken, maybe it's time to rethink the recipe. And the chicken part? It only makes up half of what's in a McNugget. The rest? Corn derivatives, preservatives, leavening agents, and even sugar. Yeah, they literally add sugar to the chicken. It's like they looked at a piece of meat and thought, you know what this needs? Everything except chicken. But here's the weirdest part. McNuggets only come in 4 shapes. The bell, the bow tie, the ball, and the boot. That's right, someone at McDonald's actually sat down and decided, yes, these are the 4 sacred shapes of processed chicken. Food researchers once did a blind taste test McNuggets versus compressed paper towels soaked in chicken broth. The result? Most people couldn't tell the difference. Because at this point, we're not tasting chicken, we're tasting salt, sugar, and childhood nostalgia. Let's talk about breakfast. Specifically, those perfectly round eggs on your McMuffin. Ever notice how they all look exactly the same? That's not an accident. A real egg has one ingredient, an egg. But a McDonald's egg? Nearly 20 ingredients. One of them? liquid margarine. Because apparently, an egg just isn't good enough on its own. A cousin of mine once worked at a food manufacturing plant that supplies McDonald's. He told me they pre-cook the eggs, freeze them, then ship them out to stores where they just reheat them. So yeah, they were freshly cracked 3 weeks ago in a factory 500 miles away. And those fluffy scrambled eggs in McDonald's breakfast burritos? They don't come from real eggs. They come from a massive industrial carton filled with yellow liquid. Employees just shake it up and pour it onto the grill. One former worker said it reminded them of the slime they used to make in elementary school. But here's the strangest part. Every McDonald's egg looks the same shape, the same size, the same color. In nature, no two eggs are identical. But at McDonald's, they've somehow cloned breakfast. Alright, so McDonald's food is questionable, but have you ever thought about how they get you to buy more than you planned? Because trust me, none of it is by accident. Let's start with the colors. Red and yellow make you hungry. That's not just a design choice, that's science. Back in the 1960s, McDonald's picked those colors because research showed they literally trigger your appetite. It's like we're all unknowingly playing in some kind of fast food Hunger Games. Then there's the menu layout. Ever notice how the most profitable items, Big Macs, McNuggets, and large fries, are always placed right at eye level? Meanwhile, the cheaper dollar menu items, hiding in the corners like they didn't get invited to prom. A marketing expert once told me that McDonald's constantly rearranges their digital menu boards. Why? To subtly push whatever they want you to buy that month. And don't even get me started on value meals. You think you're getting a deal, right? Wrong. Buying everything separately is often cheaper, but our brains are wired to think combo equal to savings. Last week, I ordered my meal separately and saved $2.47. Not exactly retirement money, but hey, that's like half a gallon of gas these days. But the most powerful trick? Smell. Those vents that blast out the scent of fresh fries? They're strategically placed so that the second you step inside, or even drive past, you suddenly feel hungrier. My car practically autopilots into the drive-thru whenever it smells those fries. And remember the old "would you like to supersize that" trick? They phased that phrase out, but the strategy is still there. Now they just say, "would you like to make that a large?" Same game, new name. So, what happens if you stop eating McDonald's altogether? My friend decided to give it a shot for a month, thinking it would be easy. 3 days in, his car was still automatically turning into the drive-thru, like it was possessed by the ghost of Ronald McDonald. But then things started changing, fast. First, his wallet got fatter. Turns out those cheap meals were costing him $200 a month. Then, the physical changes kicked in. That constant puffy, bloated look, gone. His skin, cleared up, like he discovered some high-end beauty secret. Nope, just the magic of not eating food loaded with preservatives. Then his blood pressure dropped. So much that his doctor called to make sure it wasn't a mistake. A typical McDonald's meal has about 200 milligrams of sodium over half your daily limit in one sitting. And by the end of the month, he lost 11 pounds without changing anything else in his routine. So did he swear off McDonald's forever? Not exactly. He still goes once in a while, but now it's a choice, not just a mindless habit. Or as he puts it, it's like that ex you know isn't good for you. You might grab coffee once in a while, but you're not giving them a key to your house again. So after everything we've just gone through, the burgers that don't rot, the fake healthy options, the immortal fries, and the science experiment chicken, you have to ask yourself, what is McDonald's really selling us? Because it's not just food, it's an addiction. It's psychological tricks designed to keep you coming back. Its ingredients are so processed that even bacteria won't touch them. And the craziest part? Most people don't even question it. We just keep pulling up to the drive-thru, ordering the same meals, and ignoring the fact that our food is basically mummified. Look, I'm not saying you should never eat McDonald's again, but after seeing all this, maybe, just maybe, you should think twice before your next bite. Because now, you know the truth. And here my job ends. If you found this video eye-opening, make sure you hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more of these kinds of videos. Thanks for watching.